Yo, what's going on, guys? PokeWorld here, back with my second long form video. So basically, for the last 31 days, I've been uploading a daily video of collecting every single Pokemon. First off, thank you everyone so much for the support. It's been fantastic. I've been having a lot of fun doing it. It's definitely just something that I can just do every day. It's just been, it feels like it's been productive in a sense for me personally. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for the support. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to be making every single month that we'll do the daily videos. At the end of the month, I am going to be recording a tier list of all the cards and ranking them from S to F. And over time, we're going to continue to add on to this tier list until it has all 150, 1025, and potentially more Pokemon. With that out of the way, let's get started. So first one we have at day one, we have Musharna. I really like this photo. It's like kind of in an outside. I like these decoration things that are hanging up, the little stars. It's a really cute photo, really good art. So I'm gonna put this into the B tier for now, and we might change it at the end. We'll see how it goes. Next up, we have Cottony, and it's a nice art, but I feel like it's a little bland. There's not too much going on. There is another Cottony in the background with this like island, but I don't really feel like there's any like action or kind of thing going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the C tier. Next up we have Badoo, and this is such a gorgeous art. I really like the flowers. I like that the Badoo pops off of the flowers. It's a really nice scenery that the Badoo is. The Badoo looks happy, makes me happy. So we're gonna go ahead and put Badoo into the A tier. Next up we have Pincurchin, and first off, bias, I love Yukimori. Yukimori is one of my favorite artists. I'm working on a goal right now to collect every single one of her cards. I really like this card. The problem is I don't like the Pokemon. I don't know why it has a butt face. It kind of triggers me in a sense. So that does knock it down some points. So we are going to put this into the B tier, but I really do love the art style. I love like the rocks. I love the scenery that the Pincurchin's in. I just don't like the Pokemon. So next up we have Venonat, and I know like maybe I should give some like lenience because it is one of the original cards. Probably the thing is the first Venonat card that was made, right? But the problem with it is so like ugly. It really is ugly. First off, I don't like the flowers. The flowers are pretty hideous to me. And then second off, it looks so weird without any texture. I imagine Venonat being like this like hairier creature, right? And they are not hairy. They just look scary and frankly pretty ugly in my opinion. So this is going to be the first F tier. Next up we have Primarina. I actually really like this GX cards. I think GX cards are pretty underrated in my opinion. I think the art on them is super cool, and this Primarina is not an exception to that feeling of mine. I really like the water bubbles that come out on the sides, and I like the fact that it's roaring, and one of the attacks is roaring seas, so that's really cool. It ties into the art of the card, which I do like personally, and I think Primarina is a really underrated Pokemon, although to be fair, I don't really like Poplio, but I do like Primarina. So for those reasons, holy Yappuccino, we're gonna go ahead and put Primarina into the B tier. Next up, we have Chespin, and this art kind of reminds me of like those 3D games that you'd play as a kid. It looks really goofy. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Maybe if it was also a different Pokemon, I'm not the biggest fan of Chespin. It is a nice art though, all things considered. I feel like there could be a lot more to it though. So for those reasons, I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the D tier. Next up, we have Armarouge, and I'm a sucker for baby shinies, and Armarouge right here looks bad. I love the stars as well that are coming off of him. The glare in Armarouge's eyes, that's aura right there. So for those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and put Armarouge into the A tier. Next up, we have Grumpig, and I like the background of this, but it is a little bit confusing. It kind of does also play with like the psychic energy, like kind of like a psychosis state that this Grumpig is in front of, and then you just see this like cute little piggy. I do like this card. I feel like there could be a little more to it, but I think it's a solid card. So for those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and put it into the B tier. Next up, we have Houndour, and this card used to be $30 at one point. I don't know how, because in my opinion, I think this card is really lacking. I don't think there's too much going on. I think the dynamic between the Houndours could be a lot better. And you know, eventually when we do get Houndoom, but I have to feel like I have to bring it up. I feel like the Houndoom art is just a level 2, 3, 4, 5 levels above what this card is. I think this card honestly is very lacking. And for those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and put it into the C tier. Next up, we have Sunflora, and this kind of is like the opposite of the Houndour, in my opinion. I think this art does pretty much every single thing right. I like that you're looking out the window, you got your like, looks like your druggies, your medication, your checklist thing that you're going to do every day, and you just look outside and you see all these happy sunflowers. They're smiling, they're having a great time in a beautiful neighborhood. They look so happy, and you know, that makes me happy. So for those reasons, this is going to be our first S tier card. Next up, we have Nickit, and this is I don't like Nickit. I think I like the color, like that purple gradient to the blue, but I don't really like the orange in it. I think this is just a really basic art, which is fine. You don't, not every art has to be a level above, but for those reasons, I'm gonna go ahead and put Nickit into the D tier. Next up, we have Mime Jr., and while I am a sucker for baby shinies, I don't really like Mime Jr., but it is a really adorable art. Nothing too special about it though. It's just doing the T-pose, you know, killing it out there. Good job, Mr. Mime. We're going to go ahead and put this into the B tier. Next up, we have Ekans, and this is going to be one of the first cards where I feel like the picture doesn't do this card justice. On this card that I have, that I put in my binder, if you watch the video, the Ekans is actually hollow. Nothing else in the card is hollow. The trees aren't hollow, the background is hollow. Only the Ekans has a hollow, and it looks absolutely stunning. And along with being a Yukamori card, this, I think, is one of my favorite cards that I have right now, and not just in this binder that I'm doing for collecting every Pokemon. Honestly, in my collection in general, I think it's such a stunning art. The holo looks fantastic. So for those reasons, we're going to go ahead and put Ekans into the S tier. Next up, we have Quilava, and this is also a very basic art. It is one of the first arts of Quilava, but I do like this like fire kind of background. It looks like, and it's like in a volcano. It is basic, but it does look really nice. So for those reasons, I'm going to put this into the top of C. Next up, we have Metang, and this is another one of those cards where it kind of gets carried by the holographic. This is the reverse energy holo, and those look absolutely gorgeous. I love just the sheen that is on it. And honestly, this Metang art is pretty cool as well. You've got the sun, you've got probably this like fire-esque going in from the other side. Or that's the moon, sorry. The moon going through the clouds. Honestly, it looks really good in my opinion, and it looks even better in person. For those reasons, we're going to go ahead and put Metang into the A tier. Next up, we have everyone's favorite beaver, Bidoof. I really like this card. It's super goofy. I like how big the Bidoof is. Like, either these trees are really small or this Bidoof is giant, and I like to believe the latter. Just an adorable little beaver, happy to do beaver things, right? So this is just a cute art in general. For those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and put it into the A tier. Next up, we have Landorus, and there's this full art of Landorus that I really wanted to find that is just like one of the ugliest cards I've seen. But something about me, I really do like ugly arts. I think there's art in everything, right? There's beauty in everything. So this card would have been absolutely awesome to have in the binder. Couldn't find it though, so we had to settle just for a regular holo from Surging Sparks. I don't think the art is anything fantastic. It's very basic in my opinion. We're going to go ahead and put this into the D tier and move on. Next up, we have Seadra, and this card is just exuding aura. Look at that badass Seadra looking straight into my soul. It looks like we just cracked a rock in half. We open it up and we just see the Seadra straight up aura farming. Sorry, I have a problem. I really like this card despite being like an older art. Some of the older arts do lack a little bit, like we saw with the Venonat, but I think this art does it really well. It pops off. For those reasons, I am going to go ahead and put it into the B tier. Next up, we have Phalanx, and there are very ugly Phalanx cards, and this is not one of them. I think the background on this card is absolutely gorgeous. The red looks fantastic, and it pops the Phalanx off. Despite like the Phalanx like horns and stuff being red, I think the background really like makes the Pokemon themselves pop off. For those reasons, it's a basic card. It is just a regular full art, but I feel like the colors really make this card pleasant to look at. For those reasons, we're going to go ahead and throw it into the B tier. And next up, we have Copperajah, and unfortunately, in the video I made, I called this the piss elephant, and it continues to stay that way. I don't know what they were thinking with this ugly background choice. Honestly, when I got the card in person, it didn't look like piss. It looked like puke, which arguably is even worse. And it was kind of gross to look at. And I'm not like, elephants are cool. I do like elephants. I do like Kaparaha, but this background is just absolutely awful. For those reasons, we're going to go ahead and put this into the F tier. Sorry, Kaparaha. Next up, we have Archon, and look at this cute little fossil, just evolved from an unidentified fossil, playing with the flowers, enjoying life. Love that from you. Such a happy little fella, and as I've said before and will continue to say, happy Pokemon make me happy. And this is a happy Pokemon, and I'm happy. I love the art just looking at it. So we are going to go ahead and put this into the A tier. A for Archon. Next up, we have Togedemaru. Don't really know how to say this Pokemon's name, but to be honest, don't really care. It's a Pikachu copycat, so we'll talk about it though. The shape of it is weird. I don't like this mouse. It's like you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about, and this is you, and I don't like that. I don't like being me, you know. I want to be a Pikachu, but I'm a Togedemaru. I'm just this big ball, you know what I'm saying? And I'm depressed. I'm gonna cry now, like actual tears. I'm kidding, but no, it's a cute little rat, cute little mousy, but nothing too special with this art. So for those reasons, we're gonna go ahead and throw it into the D tier. Next up, we have Tapu Lele. Honestly, this background on this Tapu Lele, absolutely stunning. These GX full arts are so underappreciated, kind of like the regular GXs as well. And I think this is another great example. Tapu Lele, maybe not the most popular Pokemon, but this card absolutely pops off. And for those reasons, and it's just looking really good, we're going to go ahead and put this into the A tier. So next up, we have Pikachu, and this is going to be one of the cards where the Pikachu that I showed is signed by my friends and stuff, and it's a really special card to me, and I cherish it a lot. But for those reasons, I feel like I have to take that bias out because we're only judging art here. So from now on, if a card is signed or has any stuff like that, that is not going to count towards this video. We are simply looking at the artistic perspective. So we look at this Pikachu and it's cool. It's charging, it has the move charge, but it is a little basic. He's not smiling. He is in battle. It's just a basic card, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do like this card. There's a reason I chose it. Honestly, the reason I chose it is because it was just a reverse holo. But it's a nice card. It's a cute little art. For those reasons, we're going to go ahead and put it into the C tier. Next up, we have Victini, and first off, the background of this card does look nice, right? But I really, really, and I mean really don't like this Victini art. I don't know what kind of face the Victini is making. It kind of looks like it's worried for a bit, and now I'm worried for it. I feel like the face could have portrayed more of a different emotion than what I'm feeling, because I feel like what I'm feeling is worrisome, scared to fight, but I feel like it should be ready to fight, right? So for those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and put this Victini into the D tier. There's just something about it I don't like. I still can't figure it out, but not liking this art. Next up, we have Pecharunt. This is one of the ugliest Pokemons as well. Yeah, so there was a comment from Braindead Braden that said, to be honest, one of my least favorite Pokemon, it just has no personality so far. I replied to it, no personality and ugly, pick a struggle, and then the sob face. TikTok did remove that comment because I guess the word ugly is not permitted, but Braindead Brandon is absolutely right. There's just nothing going on for this Pokemon, and in my opinion, it is incredibly ugly. The art doesn't save it. I do like purple, it's my favorite color, but that doesn't excuse this art being not great and this Pokemon being even worse. So for those reasons, we're going to go ahead and put it into the F tier. Now onto our day 28 Pokemon, we have Zangoose. The reason I chose this Zangoose instead of other ones from the Scarlet and Violet era is I do like the artistic approach of the Zangoose. It does look like it's in battle. It's about to slash you. It's very basic, but I do like the killer instinct that is on the Zangoose's eyes. So not the greatest card, definitely not the worst. For those reasons, we're going to go ahead and put it into the D tier. Actually, we'll move it to the C tier below the Pika. Next up, we have the Haunter card, and goodness, this card looks so cool. I really like Haunter. I am very biased towards Haunter. Haunter, I said, was in my top 20. It might actually be in my top 10 if I were to actually make a list. It's somewhere in there, though. Haunter is just such a bad A Pokemon. I don't want to curse. Super cool. So, and this holo looks absolutely gorgeous. This is a stunning card. They really popped off with this one. So for those reasons, this is going to be into the S tier. Last, but certainly not least, but it is last for this video, we have Clodsire! Paldean Clodsire EX. Clodsire is such a cute Pokemon. Look at this cute little boy. Look at him. He is so adorable. Yep, so there is bias. Now, this card itself, the art, there's nothing too special about it, but Clodsire is an incredibly adorable Pokemon. I hope that eventually that there is like an illustration or a secret illustration rare for Clodsire. That would be awesome. But this card itself isn't the most spectacular, and I have to be honest with that. But I still really love Clodsire, and Clodsire kind of does carry. So for those reasons, we are going to go ahead and put Clodsire into the A tier. So this is our final list for the month of April 2024. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video and for supporting the content that I've been doing daily. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you in June for the May tier list. Peace.